Good morning, LinkedIn fam. Natalie Wainwright here in beautiful Southern Nevada. Happy Monday. I had something happen to me twice last week and it's been on my mind all weekend. I already gave my kids mom's lecture, as they refer to it, and I wanted to share with all of you on LinkedIn. It doesn't matter your industry, doesn't matter what sex you are. I think it's a message that we hear so often in YouTube videos and seminars and articles, but to have a real life example of it twice in one day last week, I thought this is something that any young professional should really hear. And I get so many messages and emails and things of that nature on social media and Twitter and Instagram and all of that. And I think it's so important. And I tell my own team and any young broker, be you and be vulnerable. And it's okay not to know everything and to don't always want to be the smartest person in the room, especially when you're with clients, but also when you're with other people in your industry. I think there's such a need for us. And I know, especially me, I look back and I'm embarrassed, but I'm glad because it helped me grow. But I look back in the days when I first got in and I was aggressively peacocking that I've earned my space. And, it's hard for women to be in this industry. And so we sometimes will even go a step farther to affirm that we have a right to be there and not be graceful in the face of ignorance, or not be graceful in hard negotiations or whatever the situation is. And if you're from a diverse background, I think that you even come out more like, not being vulnerable because you've been hurt. And I get that. So you don't want to show that there's any chinks in the armor, or you need help, or you could understand something more, because guess what? There's a lot of unkind people out there. I completely understand it. But I challenge you, because I think the stronger people in our industries and as humans in general are the ones that have had the ignorance in their face, or have had the guy, like my first 6 months in the industry, go, I'm here and you're here, why are you talking to me? And my then partner just absolutely took care of that. So that was not an issue. But having somebody physically show me where he thought I was on the totem pole, that hurt. And so I think we build this armor. And my challenge is, and I love the humans that I come across that are curious. Be vulnerable in your learning as you grow in your career to know enough that you don't know everything. And so what I heard about myself last week, I was talking to this senior broker. He's been in the industry. He's in a different market. When he called me for the deal, I knew he was a big deal, but then I learned that he's actually way bigger than I already knew. And so we were talking turkey about this, this deal we're doing here. And I just said, hey, I just want to say thank you again. It really, for entrusting me with your client, the team, and what it means to me to be able to work with you. And he just, he's so humble. He stopped talking, Natalie. But it really was watching you on LinkedIn kind of make a fool of yourself and the hands. But, just admitting that you don't know everything. And I thought, God, what a cool message. I wish my, some junior brokers were in my office with me, because that is such I love that. Wait a minute, you called me and gave me this incredible deal in my market. We're working an incredible deal in my market together, but it's because I don't know everything. So you trust me, you know that I'm respected, you know that I negotiate like a pit bull. So I've heard, that I know my market. I take my job seriously. I have integrity, all these qualities about me, but I admit when I don't know something. And it's such an important thing when you're talking to somebody that's more senior to you, to not try to peacock and show how your value. Learn from them. It's such a super strength. And I love that. And I had another conversation where somebody in a senior position was saying, I said the exact same thing, something about my vulnerability. And I love that. And I think it's a great message. And there's people that will like you for it, and other people that it will hit wrong. And it will gravitate the people towards you that you're supposed to be around. So again, as always, I say, be you, because there's nobody else like you. Be you.